Good afternoon and welcome to Launch Global today. I am Chung Annamel Joseph.
And I am Samuel Odi. Welcome to today's episode on Launch Global.
So today we'll be looking at the major importance of food, relating it to the current economy issue in Nigeria. We know that a lot of people right now have been battling with when it comes to money, buying food items, how things are expensive in the market. So we're only going to be selfish if we don't consider issues like that. How do we sort these issues out? Because at the same time, the fact that things are expensive, things are costly, like very costly in the market, does not mean we should shy away from eating well, because food is one of the basic necessities of life, because food contains nutrients, substances essential for growth, repairs, and also maintenance of the body tissues, and for the regulation of vital processes. Nutrients provide the energy our body needs to function, which is the major importance, because if your body doesn't function, is a problem entirely. If your body is not functioning, that means you are deaf. If your body is not functioning, I mean, oh my God, why am I thinking of money? If the body is not functioning, that means you are no longer living. So the importance of food is obvious and essential. Healthy foods provide us the nutrients and energy to develop and grow, be active and healthy, to move, play, walk, think, and also learn. Foods are directly related to our body and mental and social health, because each food or liquid contains particular nutrients such as carbohydrate, protein, vitamins, minerals, fat, and so on and so forth, which are very necessary for our physical and mental health. Again, food and water are the main sources of nutrients and strengthening the body needs. But many of the food we eat do not even have those nutrients and value. And on the contrary, they lead to health problems such as diabetes and heart diseases. Therefore, you should choose healthy and balanced food that can provide enough nutritional value for your body. And just because I said that doesn't mean for you to have those major nutrients and health in your body does not mean you have to spend so much money. Now, Samuel, you know, there's a lot that is going on. We all know that. And I think I've seen stories where people are collapsing, people are falling because they've not eaten. And really, it has gotten me so worried. I'm very sure throughout, like, I think 3 days ago, it's like I think about it every day. I'm like, God, thank you for even having that opportunity to be able to eat what you want. And you're even choosing, oh, today I want this and tomorrow, no, I ate this yesterday.
In some cases, you're even confused on even making a decision of what to eat.
Right.
That's something we need to, to be thankful to God for. And again, with the current economic situation, it seems like very hard for people to even afford a square meal, but
right.
There are some certain persons who can even afford a 3 square meal. But you sitting at home wondering what you can use your 2,000 or 1,500 to do, there are actually good meals that you can actually cook for yourself.
Right.
Like, you wouldn't need to even spend the whole money if you have a few things at home.
Very true.
Yeah, you can just be able to cook up something that is very healthy for yourself. We have okra soup, maybe jollof rice, something. Or if you have something at home, definitely you should be able to, go to the market with maybe 1,500 thereabout. Bring up something small for everybody to eat, because it's actually very, alarming, because someone actually fell and slumped the other day on the road. What was the cause? He wasn't sick, no nothing.
Right.
He was just hungry. They asked him, what was the problem? What happened to you? You need to see a doctor. He said, all he wants is just food and water. So all of that is, alarming. And we'll be giving you a few tips and, telling you a few meals that you can actually make that is very healthy, that you won't need to break your bank for.
At all.
Yes.
And yes, adding to that thing, what you said, right? Just as you said earlier, food is one thing you can't do without food and water.
No.
Trust me, even if you drink water, they say if you eat, probably if you stay away from food, you can still survive. But you should not stay without drinking water.
Yes,
I agree in a way and manner, but I still do not agree. Because you cannot be drinking water without eating. You won't, the truth is that you will get to a point where you will lose it. Because the stomach is empty and it's just water. Yeah, water keeps you energetic, keeps you full. But there's this level of hunger that we know you can't survive without food.
You know, there's this level of hunger that you'll be feeling the hungry, or you think you're sick. You'll be having headache on one side of your head.
Right.
Water doesn't cure that one
At all.
No, water, that one is just food that will cure that one.
Right.
So we just need like as much as you take water, you know, and not just resorting to water. That's why most times if people are like kind of fasting, they tend to like take water to keep themselves
going
because of the importance of water. But just doing away with food totally is not something that is actually advisable, even medically, because you would end up breaking down and all of that. But food is, you know, of the essence. We need to keep eating. But despite the fact the economic situation, it's not, you know, favorable, and then inflation keep going high and high on the daily, we can still make out something small and healthy. Healthy is very important, not just, you know, packing junks and fully in the system, and then the little you have you still go and spend on medication.
Right.
So we just need to you know, arrange a little bit of something and then eat and make it healthy.
Right.
Because you need strength to keep going to that job where you get that same money that you used to eat. So you need that energy to keep going and then to just sustain and keep going.
Right.
Yeah.
And also, you know, it's this food we're talking about, they are the major things we need. We almost have them at our homes.
Yes.
I know that, with the way the economy is, a lot of people are complaining. To even buy rice is a big deal. You know, rice that time you buy rice 400, and now rice is something you're even scared of eating. And I think rice is one of the best food we all eat and we all enjoy.
It's like a go-to for everybody.
Everybody.
Like, what do you want? Something fast.
Yes.
Give me rice.
Rice. You can even say you want white rice, you want jollof rice, you want fried rice. But now, the most important thing is oftentimes we have these food items in our home. What is missing is for you to buy the vegetables, to just combine it, and then all of that. Trust me, you don't need to eat chicken when you can afford it. You don't need to eat eggs when you can afford it. The important thing is for you to eat protein. You can eat beans, you can make rice and beans. You know, in the northern part of Nigeria, there's what we call garo or achidemei, you know, you know, the yaji, all those things, you know, the pepper is there, beans is there, rice is there. Some people use lettuce, vegetables, spring onion to just make it, you know, tomatoes, fresh tomatoes, just give it a slice and make this little. It's a local way to make your rice, but trust me, when you are
really good.
Like
if you've not tested it, you should test it. It comes out really, really good.
True.
You don't spend so much.
Very affordable.
It's just something you could just like, if you have your boiled rice, you could just pour it inside the plate and then mix up everything. And
that's just it. And trust me, with as low as 500 naira, you can make that food. Because you have the rice, you have the beans, probably you have groundnut oil, because most of the time we have it. But for people that do not have, you can buy groundnut oil. Just buy a sachet of any oil you see. It doesn't really take much oil. It's just for you to mix everything together, and that food is balanced because the carbohydrate is there, the protein is there, the fiber is there, the fat and oil is there, the vegetable is there.
All of that.
Everything is just in it.
In one plate, and you don't even need to like go so far. You can just sit and then handle that in your home.
In your home.
Just seamless.
Because it's not a period of buying food outside right now when you have kids to take care of.
Now, when you have, you're talking about that when you have kids, rents, you know, other bills. That
maybe you have your siblings who are staying with you, family.
Extended family,
right.
Like when you get married to a lady.
In fact, you have neighbors that are looking up to you.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. There are friends that will like call you for emergency. So now, it's just a period that we all need to apply wisdom, you know. You don't spend when you are not in that position to do so. You know, now is not a time to prove any points to everybody.
No, at all.
You ain't proving no point. Nobody wants you to prove any points. Just take care of you, take care of your family, and then don't just not do anyhow.
Yes, and I feel if anybody wants you to prove a point, is this life? Please, I have to say, we don't come this life to compete. Nobody is competing with anybody. Your strength is not my strength. My strength is not your strength. So the good advice we'll give you today, if you are in a competition with someone, please just try and keep yourself alive, because competition doesn't pay. When it comes to food, nobody knows what you eat.
belly no be show class.
Exactly.
Like it won't show.
When you eat what you want to eat, even if you drink just gari with sugar, without nothing, or with this gari without even no sugar, and you just dress, you don't even know what I'm eating today. You don't even know if I just ate a kuli kuli with water and I'm out here. Nobody, at least nobody sees my stomach, so you won't know what I have eaten. So when it comes to food, trust me, your health is what is our priority, because we're only going to be selfish to tell, oh, you have to eat shredded chicken with vegetables and all of that. We're not helping, because I feel some people are looking, okay, how do I do if I have only 1,000 naira and my kids want to eat noodles with eggs and all of that? Please, eggs, I think egg is 300 naira now in the market.
Yes.
Noodles is 250, 200 naira. 1,000 naira will only make you maybe 4 noodles without egg, without paper, without onions. And if you want to eat eggs, you can only buy 3 eggs and you have a change of 100 naira. Or 2 noodles, 2 eggs, and that's it. And who eats, who gets satisfied? Yeah, that means you have to still cook later. So when you're having this challenge of there's no money and you're trying to maximize and minimize your spending and cut down on excessive spendings, then you have to try your best to you have to be creative, you have to think outside the box. We know that we like to be in the box because comfort in the box. But you have to think outside the box.
You know, just like maybe if you want to also make something different from noodles, maybe soup or something, okra is your go-to. Like you can just go to the market, get
crayfish.
the portion, get crayfish, get veggies. If you have palm oil and Maggi cubes at home.
Right, let me break it down now.
Okay, please.
Now, if you go to the market, let's say you're a family of 5 or a family of 4, you can buy okra of 300. Let's say you have 1,000 naira. You can buy okra of 300. You can buy crayfish of 100 naira. Or 200. Buy ugu of 100 naira, because when you're making okra, it doesn't even, some people don't even use it. Some people will say, okay, I prefer ogbono. They will just buy ogbono, maybe half cup to just have this little bit, because okra is already draw in a way and manner, right? So buy your crayfish. Stockfish is not even that high. Maybe if you just want to have a feel of it, you know, you can just buy 200 naira. And then buy your pepper, maybe 100 naira. Buy onions. Okra doesn't even need tomatoes. I don't know, some people make it with tomatoes anyways, but trust me, with or without tomatoes, it's perfect. Guess what? My mom used to make white okra, and a lot of it, I don't like it because I feel it's too white, like just white like that. I can't even eat it because I don't like draw soup like that. But you don't even need palm oil to make okra soup.
It's not solely needed.
It's not.
It depends on your preference, though. It depends on your.
No, we're trying to maximize. We're trying to minimize the spending, and then it's still eats the right food and still eats well. We have corn flour. You have maybe you have gari in the house. You don't. If you can't buy semo, you can use corn flour. Now, I want to give you. I'm very sure you don't know this one, so I want to give you this expo. You can make corn flour with white rice. You know that white rice that they make masa, right? So you can, the white one, yes. So you can mix it with your corn flour. You grind them together. Oh my God, it's sweeter than semo. Wow. I mean it. And tested and trusted.
Wow. I'll try that out. And again, those back of yams that we tend to like throw away, it can be dried and then, you know, blend them and then turn it to, you know, yam flour.
Yeah.
All of that now. We just need to, like you said earlier, think outside the box. All those things that we throw away, they're actually part of our food.
Right.
We can actually, you know, peel, dry them, and then, you know, like, how would they say it? Like, recycle it.
Recycling, but that's not, we're not recycling. Just process it.
Just process it, and then make it fresh. And then it has its own qualities as well, and then has its own nutrients.
Nutrients,
and all of
yeah.
That. So, this is a time for us to always think outside the box. Things are getting high, we need to save. And people have other goals aside of just eating. A lot of persons come into this year with goals and aspirations. But inflation now is kind of slowing them down. Food price is going up. But the way to do this now, you need to maximize the costs and the unnecessary expenses to be able to do what? Actualize your other goals for the year and also eat healthy and then have other plans.
Yeah. And another thing, we have moi moi. Easy. You can make moi moi like in the afternoons, in the mornings, and maybe not in the night, because I feel moi moi is kind of too heavy in a rare manner for you to eat at night. Maybe you can make akara instead. Maybe because since that one can go with pap, you can use your corn, or your millet to make pap. Just make it, you grind it, it settles in. Oh, funny enough, I know how to make all these things. My mama bought me well.
You're actually handy when it comes to kitchen. But I'm here to test your meals.
Don't worry, you test that soon. Yeah. So it's something that you can just make your moi moi in the afternoon, make pap, you can make kunun geda, so we call it in the northern part of Nigeria. And I'm very sure a lot of people, that one you need just the white rice and granules. So once you have your granules, you have your rice, you can just mix everything together. If you need recipe for that, trust me, we'll give you that recipe, because I know that some people don't know how to make it, so it's kind of difficult for them. Yeah. But we are here to even provide you with the right recipe. If you want us to do like a costing for you, tested and trusted, will help you in doing that, because trust me, you see these fingers, they are not equal. So if some people are finding this moment, it's challenging for everybody, but some people are actually finding it a little bit more lesser than others. You can't go out to do your business, sitting down under the sun, selling your granola, selling your plantains outside, and you've not eaten.
No. Someone might ask you, how much are you selling? Then you tell the person you demand. The person, you might think if the person is even like coming to you with a different aggression. Yeah. Like that. So, like they say, a hungry man is an angry man. But the thing here is, I don't agree with this totally. What about a hungry woman?
Is a man and a woman. Okay, so they should say a hungry human being.
Balance it.
No. So what do you think is going to be the balance?
I'll think about that.
So, my take. This is a hungry human beings are angry.
So please, I know, like if you're hungry and you've not eaten, there is no how you can function.
No, you
properly.
can't.
There is no how. Probably you have a deal somewhere to settle, and if you're hungry, there's this headache.
I've experienced it.
So we just need to try our best to eat healthy. We get you recipes and then something simple that you can actually make in your home, from the comfort of your home, and not breaking your bank. For the whole family, even all our single brothers and sisters that rarely go to the kitchen, but I'm seeing a few of them in the market lately because of the cost of food.
Because there's now, and another thing is, now they say, this one that I'm always giving money for food. I think one of these is, let me just go to that market myself. Because it's like something that I'm giving 10,000 naira for, now I'm giving 20,000 naira. Are you sure this woman is not trying to? Yes. So let me just go to the market. And trust me, men that don't go to the market or women that don't go to the market, they do not understand.
They don't understand at all.
Okay, something happened to me last week. I just wanted to just buy tomato, pepper, all those things that at least I'll cook for the week. And I spent like 20,000. And the things that I bought is 5,000 naira. I usually buy them. Honestly, I was heartbroken because I felt it.
That happened to me. So I got back home. I spent a reasonable amount. To me, it's reasonable for a bachelor to spend that much. So I got
Which
home.
one is reasonable amount? Please be specific, because we want to know.
I spent about 2 figures.
No, I don't want to know 2 figures, 3 figures, or 1 figure. Please be specific so that we'll learn from it.
I spent around 20,000 naira on buying food stuff. I got home. I came back home with 2 nylon bags. So when I got to my kitchen, I was like, wait, did I lost something?
Something, or you forgot something?
Or I forgot something. Then I just started going through everything I bought, checking my list. I was like, wait, everything is here.
But the money
is
it's not worth it.
It's not worth it. So we all need to be very smart with our spendings, mostly when it comes to food and all of that, because you might just end up spending your savings and everything you've worked for all through the month on just feeding. That's why we need to manage what we have and then just think outside the box and be creative. Like cooking is creativity. So the moment you're creative, the moment you can bring A and B together. You are good.
Just know the right combination. Yes. What works with what? Tomato works with literally everything. So what is the blend? If I merge this together, will it make sense? And one thing we also need to know is we need to know what we need and what are the nutrients, the minerals, and the classes. Because I think most of the time, okay, we always feel like, we know this one is primary school. How will you be telling me classes of food? But trust me, we ignore that almost all the time. When you know those things, granite is this one is it. There are ones that are not that expensive. And when you go to the market, you can easily price down things. For the ones that they don't have a price tag on them, you can always have a price. You just ask them, okay, reduce or remove small something. Trust me, when they remove 20, 10 naira from any, it's not a bad thing, because if they remove 10 naira, you combine those 10 naira, it might result to 100 naira, and you can still use it and buy something
else, or you pay your way back to your house.
Back to the house,
so
right? So I think we have to just improvise, just as you said earlier. Cooking is creativity. When you find yourself in the comfort of your space, you create what you want. It's okay, we know that sometimes you just go out, maybe you tend to find yourself at work, you don't have the opportunity to cook your own meal, you end up buying food. It's okay, but trust me, that you can't continue like that. Sometimes you have to make your food from home, bring it to, I do that to myself, because sometimes you just have to improvise. Let me just do this. It's not like you don't have the money, but you also have to consider what about days that I'll be on blank, because even the people that feel I have money, sometimes you wake up on a zero. Sometimes you wake up, maybe you have money somewhere, or you have investments. You can't collect your investments that day. It doesn't work like that. So we have to be intentional about our spending, how we eat, what we eat, how we cook. Sometimes you can just make your lettuce with your tomatoes, with your onions, and you eat them. They are healthy because that's vegetables. It helps in blood flow. It helps in energy in your body. It helps you even in your skin. You know, this period, some of us, you don't even have time to also continue with your skincare routine, because somebody said anybody that gives you 1 kobo, you have to be grateful, because it's not easy for anybody. So what we're more concerned is how you eat, how you take care of your health, how you maintain nutrients and minerals in your body, which I think they are basic concerns today.
Those are really a basic concern. And then we can just maybe give you a few, like we said, okra soup can be made very fast.
Right.
And then
Moi moi, akara,
pap,
jollof rice,
all of that, noodles, all of that. You can
no, I don't agree with noodles inside, because noodles is expensive now.
But depending on the number.
Okay, now we're talking about people who are trying to just put up and they are struggling. People who are trying to even like manage to eat 2 square meal or 1 square meal. You know, some people, you have school fees, you have children's book, you have transportation, maybe market women, those people that are selling granite on the roadside. You can't just tell them to buy noodles. Noodles is not important to them. It's just for everybody to eat and get satisfied, because when the kids don't get it bounces back on them. And you can imagine a mother sitting down and watching her kids crying without eating. It's heartbreaking. You get, so I think things that we know that when you cook it, everybody will eat it. If they don't even finish it now, they can still eat it later. We can make jollof rice. Maybe you buy your spring onions. If you have the rice at home, buy spring onions, buy a little bit of tomato. Even if it's sachet tomato, if the one in the market is quite expensive, the fresh tomatoes, your peppers, and all of that. So I think that is all we are saying today. So you'll be able to sustain yourself, still maintain good health and all. So I think for the sake of time, we're going to put a stop on this here. One time or the other, once in a while, we'll keep encouraging you people, bring up new ideas and all that.
Yeah, we're going to bring up new ideas, and then also keep you in touch with like meals that you can eat without breaking your banks, and just remain healthy, exercise, eat properly, hydrate yourself. The weather is actually dry right now in the FCT, and I'm sure it's also going around other parts of the country.
Right.
So always hydrate yourself and try as much as possible to stay out of trouble.
Very important. All right, we're going to put a stop here today. Thank you for catching up with us today on Lunch Global. In case you want to share anything, you want recipes, you want ideas, we're here for you. You can send us a message on all our social media platforms, and we will be grateful to attend to you. I hope you had fun today with us. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.